The Duke Reclamation Pond is an amazing model of sustainable operations right here on Duke's very own campus. The pond captures more than 100 million gallons of stormwater runoff annually, and this water is processed at a neighboring chiller plant and is used to heat and cool buildings all across our campus. The pond was designed in partnership with the Duke Wetlands Center with the goal of creating a utility pond that supported the native environment as well as served as a recreational area for the Duke community.
Hey Tavy, good morning. How are you?
Today,
Good to see you.
I'm meeting with Tavy Capps, Executive Director of Sustainable Duke, who has invited me on a tour.
Want to walk around?
Yeah, that sounds great. So, Tavy, tell me how this project came into being.
This was really part of a response to a really bad drought that was happening in North Carolina. And the primary focus at first was, how do we save water? This pond provides 100 million gallons worth of non-potable water to our campus chiller system that cools our buildings. Mm-hmm. And it's actually the #1 water usage on campus as well. So anything we can do to not use potable water in that system is a savings and better for the environment. But it could have just been a utility. It could have just been a hole in the ground with a fence around it. But we're having conversations about, how do you get people out here to enjoy the natural beauty? How do you get students out here and faculty to learn from the process and, the whole system that's happening here?
Yeah. So when I look around, I see all sorts of native plants and trees. Like I see the redbud, the tulip poplar, the loblolly, and Virginia pines.
The native plants surrounding the pond are not just beautiful. They control stormwater runoff, as well as provide critical food and habitat for birds and pollinators.
What was here before?
It was really a pretty degraded urban stream. It was forested, but lots of invasive species. There really wasn't a lot happening here in terms of educational value. So really it was taking a spot on campus and sort of rehabilitating it.
So not only is it functional in terms of what it's doing for the campus, but it's beautiful and it's a bit of a restoration ecology project.
Absolutely.
When somebody looks at this pond, they wouldn't see a utility, right? Which I think is a success of the story. But I think there is so much work that goes on behind the scenes to make our campus more sustainable that a lot of us never see.
We've reduced our energy emissions by 40% over the past 15 years by getting off of coal in the steam plant, by making our buildings more efficient, by making our utility systems more efficient. We have composting in the dining halls, but it's behind the dish line. So sometimes it's hard because you want people to know what's happening. You want them to know about the investment and the prioritization of sustainability, but sometimes it's really hard to see.
Absolutely.
I'm very proud that we're going to achieve our goal of carbon neutrality, and that was an effort for so many different stakeholders, people across campus, from staff to faculty to students, who came together and figured out how Duke could do this, and the university has invested in it. And we are already starting to do our next generation climate plan. One big piece that will be coming online is a utility scale solar project. It's actually 3 different sites in North Carolina, and it will supply about 50% of the university and the health system's electricity.
That's amazing. That's really amazing.
This natural restored landscape has really helped improve the ecology and the water quality as well.
I love seeing all the pollinators all around us. All the milkweed is coming up. I love the cypress that's right there in the water.
Oh,
there he
going
is,
underneath.
right there. Hey, buddy. So you and I had an amazing trip to our sister campus in China, Duke Kunshan University. And since then, you've also been working to create new programs in collaboration with our colleagues at DKU.
It was such a great visit. They are just starting up their own sustainability office, and I'm so excited. We're going to be able to have counterparts there, students that will come study in Durham and then take that knowledge back and be able to apply it at DKU as well.
It's wonderful. I think there's also been some really interesting work going on with our local community.
Yeah, I mean, Duke is a citizen of Durham, and so much of what we do is a part of this community. So many people that work here live in Durham. We work closely with our counterparts in the city of Durham and county sustainability offices. They're dealing with the same things we are. They're trying to think about how do they electrify transportation across the city. We've been doing that on campus as well. We partnered with Durham's urban forestry department to plant trees in the city of Durham. So really learning from each other and thinking about how we can partner and also, provide benefit to the community, not just the campus.
Absolutely. So Toddi, you've been with us for 18 years. You were the founder of what is now Sustainable Duke. What are you most proud of in addition to the carbon neutrality goal that we've been able to achieve on campus?
I think the piece that I'm probably the most proud of is how much we've engaged students in this work. We have students who are so passionate about these topics. They're rolling their sleeves up. They're doing projects. They're working with our office and with facilities and with dining. It's not just doing the operations for the sake of the sustainability part of it, but it's for the educational value it brings to the students. And it's made the programs better.
Toddi, I just want to say thank you for all the work that your amazing team does day in and day out to create these invisible as well as visible successes all over campus that mean we operate more sustainably. So thank you for everything.
Yeah, thank you as well.
Creating sustainable operations requires creative thinking, but more importantly, it requires collaboration and teamwork. Projects like this one remind me of our collective power as an institution, and I'm so excited to see what we come up with next.